Good morning, class. Let's take a look at this problem here. This is a contingency table problem. Um, Normally, I would try to show you how to solve this using Megastat, but given the fact that we are close to the final exam and you will have StatCrunch available, I wanted to show you how to create this in StatCrunch and solve this problem in StatCrunch, okay? Because I think that's going to be of the most value to you. So we have a contingency table problem. We have to create this contingency table in StatCrunch and then answer the questions. Now, you have a little blue box here, white and blue box, where you can actually open in StatCrunch. This may or may not work. I'm going to show you how to enter the table manually just in case this option does not work for you. Okay? So you have this option here, but I can't guarantee this is going to work for every computer. So let me show you the manual way of doing it so that way you are guaranteed to get it in there. Okay? So what you need to do is in var1, enter the row descriptors, white and minority. And then where it says var2, you're going to enter passed. And where it says var3, you're going to enter failed. And then right here in these cells, you're going to input the data. Okay? And that's it. So now go to StatCrunch and we're going to do the chi-square test. And well, actually, no, excuse me. We're not going to do this. We're going to do stat and summary stats. Tables, contingency with summary. Okay. And now I have to select. So let me do that one more time to make sure you got it. Go to stat, tables, contingency with summary. So here we are right here. Okay. So now we need to select the column variables. That's going to be these variables here, passed and failed. Click and hold down your control key to make multiple selections. The row labels are in var1. Select var1 there. And then come down here and hit compute. And you can see that it will reproduce the contingency table with your summations here on the outside and bottom. It will report your chi-square test statistic and the p-value. It's testing for independence. Okay? So we got a little bit ahead of ourselves. So let's go back to the question and look at the first part of the question here. So first we need to do the null and alternative hypothesis. And we want to know, is there sufficient evidence to support the claim that the results from the test are discriminatory? Use alpha 0.01. So let's look at these null and alternative hypotheses. Remember that the null always represents equality or sameness or similarity, etc. So right off the bat, I can eliminate A and B. Why? Because A says they do not have the same, okay? And I just said that the null must be sameness or equality. So A is out. B is also out because it says more likely, okay? Again, okay, it has to be where there's sameness. C is possible, but here's the problem with C. When I do a chi-square contingency test, I'm looking for sameness or difference, equality versus inequality. That is a two-tail scenario. So if they say things like more likely, that implies a one-tail scenario. Okay? So C is out for that reason, the fact that it's one tail, not because of the way that the statements are set up. So therefore, D is going to have to be the answer. And if you look at it, D is indeed correct. White and minority candidates have the same chance of passing the test. White and minority candidates do not have the same chance of passing the test. Yes, they're the same. Alternative, no, they are not. Now we're ready for the test stat, which is reported right here. 2.18, actually 2 point to 3 decimal places, 2.190 if I round to 3 decimal places. And the p-value is also reported here, 0.1389. 0.1389. And now it's time to make the decision. You can see the p-value is bigger than alpha. Therefore, I'm going to fail to reject the null. There is not sufficient evidence. So therefore, A and D are automatically eliminated. Let's read B. There is not sufficient evidence to reject the claim that a white candidate is more likely to pass the test than a minority candidate. Well, B is eliminated. Why? Even though the statement is set up correctly, it describes a situation where white candidates are more likely to pass than a minority candidate. That is a one-tail test. This type of test is a two-tail test. Therefore, C must be the right answer. There is not sufficient evidence to support the claim that the results are discriminatory. Thank you.